Happy New Year, and welcome to Check It Out, the library talk show that lets you know what's happening in and around the Bethel Park Public Library. We're your hosts, Elaine Volpe.
And Christine McIntosh. And real quick, do you do New Year's resolutions?
Oh, we talk about this every year.
I know, I don't.
Of course I do.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you did too.
I used to, I don't, I gave it up.
They're in my phone. I have 15 altogether.
50?
Among them, you'll be happy to know, is to clean my office and keep it clean, that's where the challenge
That should
comes
be
in.
that should be the first. That moves up. Priority number one.
Clean the car, keep the car clean. As always, we'll see how many weeks it lasts. I started a new diet.
Okay. Yeah.
Checked out probably every single Mediterranean cookbook that the county owns to
But
find
you
some
don't
new
eat fish.
recipes. I don't eat fish, but I could eat the chicken. And I
Okay.
love, it's high on like vegetables and fruits, and you can have chickpeas and lentils and all that good stuff.
Okay.
So I'm giving that a go. And I have a bunch. So
Yeah, I have
we'll
none.
see.
I have none. So, but we have a lot of new exciting things going on, and restarting some
Yes.
of our old clubs.
Yes.
So we have Memory Cafe on Wednesday, January 18th at 10:30 a.m. This Carla leads this. It's hosted in the fireplace room. It's for people with memory loss and their caregivers. So it's like an informal support group. And they meet on the third Wednesday of the month, so January 18th. Then we have a free balance and fall prevention workshop on Wednesday, January 18th at 6:30 p.m. This is presented by Matt Melzak of Hess Physical Therapy. And if you haven't met Matt and Jessica, you really should. They're really awesome. They're new to Bethel Park. They have offices in other locations. So in this workshop, you'll learn who is most at risk for falling, 5 of the most common reasons why people fall, balance tests to determine your risk of falling, which medications may actually increase your risk of falling, how to spot common locations in your house where falls happen, and then which assistive device, a cane, a walker, or some such, is best for you. So that is Wednesday, January 18th at 6:30.
This the Matt and Jessica that we met at
Yes.
the... Oh, they're wonderful
They are
people
wonderful
and
people.
so knowledgeable.
Yes.
And so friendly and down to earth. I love them.
Easy to
Yes.
talk with. Yeah.
Yes, that'll be a great program.
We have how to sell your house faster and for more money on a budget on Tuesday, January 19th at 6:30. So there's many things that you can do to make your home more attractive to home buyers. So we have Cindy Rack from Keller Williams, who will show you some things you can do on a budget to sell your house faster and for more money than if you did nothing. And then Maria Stinger from Keystone Building Inspections will talk about the things that come up most often on home inspections and how you can be proactive in correcting them before your inspection. My nephew and his wife are real estate agents, and I keep telling them to go to their local library and offer, this is a free service.
That's a great idea.
And then people, when they're looking to sell or buy, then they remember
Keep you in mind. Yeah.
We have Talk Saves Lives on Wednesday, January 25th at 6:30 p.m. This is presented by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, where you'll come and participants will learn common risk factors and warning signs associated with suicide and how to keep themselves and others safe. I just saw a thing on Good Morning America about, these were NBA athletes that go to therapy, and they said, we condition our bodies, we have to condition our brains as well. So their hope
Absolutely. I
is
think
to make it more socially acceptable to talk about going to therapy and to also participate in therapy. So
Yeah. So important.
we have a 3D printing class for adults on Tuesday, January 24th at 6:30 in the morning, where you'll learn the basics and functions of a 3D printer and its operation using what's called FDM, or fused deposition modeling. So that's where the filament is melted and laid down layer by layer.
It's so neat to watch.
It is
I always
very
say we should bring
interesting.
down some examples. Next month we'll have to be sure we can do that, but it's so neat what you can make on the 3D printer, and it's even neater to watch it happen, to watch it in action.
Mm-hmm.
What was the time of that class again?
That is 6:30 on Tuesday, January 24th.
I thought you said in the morning, and I think you meant in the evening.
Oh.
So I wanted to clarify.
Tuesday, January 24th at 6:30 p.m. is the 3D printing for adults. Also, Articles Club, and I forgot to bring the flyer down. we're trying an articles club, and we started it in the fall. There hasn't been a lot of response. I'm a big proponent of articles club because not everyone has time to read a whole book and then come and discuss it. So it's like book club, but you read an article.
Shorter, yeah.
Everyone reads
I
the
love
same
the
article.
idea.
So this month they're reading an article from oh my goodness, the Norman Rockwell magazine that always had Norman Rockwell on the front.
Yeah, I can picture it in my head.
Anyway, about fashion designers that are like using recyclables or things that can then be recycled. I mean, clothes can always be recycled. We have a rag bag at home, you know.
Yeah, we do too.
So you can come and you can pick up if you want a printed copy, you can pick it up at the reference desk. If you want to read it digitally, we have a way to be able to do that. So check out this video. Fewer and fewer magazines are being published in print, but with your library card, you can access digital editions of many popular magazines. You want to start at the library's webpage, which is bethelparklibrary.org. When you get there, you want to click on the e-resource tab, and then under that, the magazine tab. That will bring you to the e-library landing page for the whole county. And what you want to do from there is click on Magazines by Overdrive, click on the Go button. It will bring you to the most popular magazines that are in digital editions. Now, you can search several ways, one of which is by clicking on the search button and then type in the name of the magazine which you'd like to see. When you hit enter, it will bring up the most current edition, which you can borrow right from that screen. Or if you want to see past editions, you can click on the magazine, click on select another issue, and see what issue you would like to borrow. Another way to search is when you get to this landing screen, if you click on see all, you'll have the option to sort a number of ways. It defaults to being sorted by popularity, but I would like to sort by title. So it will bring up an alphabetical listing of all the digital magazines by title. And you can see that there are over 4,000 results. So maybe I'm a little overwhelmed. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm interested in home and garden. So you can come over and click on home and garden as a subject, and it will bring back, you see, 427 results of magazines that are related to home and garden. I'm going to look at Organic Gardener. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And I could borrow this particular issue, which was summer of 2023, which is, a little ahead since we're still in winter, or select another issue. Let's say I want to borrow the current issue. So I'm going to click on borrow. It will bring up another box that lets me know what I'm borrowing. ABC Organic Gardener, summer 2023. I'm borrowing it for 21 days. I'm going to click on borrow. And then I can read it two ways. I can read it now in the browser because I'm sitting at my desk. And I can go and click through this as if I'm flipping through the pages of a magazine. Another way to read it is you can go to your loans. You can either do it from this Organic Gardener magazine, or I could go to my account and look at loans. And you'll see here, Organic Gardener is here. You can go to the Libby app, and if you don't have it, you can download it from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store and download the Libby app. And then you can download this edition for reading offline. So if you're traveling on an airplane, you're in your car, you're waiting at the doctor's or dentist office, you can read that magazine without an internet connection. And when the loan period is over, the magazine automatically gets returned, or you can return it early if you would like. I'm not a big user of digital magazines. I still like to flip.
Still like to hold it and have it.
I still like to flip, but there's so few. Every month we get another discontinuation notice that they're not going to print it anymore. So I've had to switch to some magazines I really need to look at. So
why? What's your favorite?
us people.
Oh, yeah.
I just like to, just for fun.
Yeah. Of
Just
course.
for fun. And then Adult Winter Reading Club is coming up at the end of January. So it begins Monday, January 30th and runs through Sunday, February 26th. So it's 4 weeks. So you can stop in, register, and then check out books. No magazines and newspapers don't count for winter reading. So we have 4 weekly drawings of a $25 gift card for those who submit an entry that week. And then our grand prize, so everyone that has participated will go into the grand prize drawing. And this year it's a Fitbit. We did it a couple years ago,
nice.
a Fitbit. So,
Yep.
you know, new year, new you, all that stuff.
Love
so
it.
that is what's going on over in the adult side.
Sounds good. Well, before I start with programs, I just wanted to mention, coming off the holidays, I think you saw a couple of my posts on Facebook. My family really loves to play games, and we had such a good time because there were some new ones that I had never played before that I really got into. A couple that I, got addicted to actually, and I want to order them for the library.
Absolutely.
But I thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of remind our patrons that we do have board games for circulation. And what a great way to try a game out before you spend the money on purchasing it, right? You can certainly play them in-house. If you come just to visit, you can hang out and you can play them in our department. But you can also take them home with you. So I thought I'd maybe play
I'm
it just
up.
because
I'm
this is a really quick one.
Okay.
So it's called Name 5.
Okay,
All right.
I'm up.
And you're going to see if, is this a 30-second timer or a minute? I can't even remember. Whatever this is, you have to name 5 things before this time runs
Okay.
out. Are you ready?
Okay.
Name 5. This should be easy for you.
Okay.
Landmarks in Europe.
Eiffel Tower, Stonehenge, in Europe. Oh, the Parthenon. Oh my word.
Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot. But you
I
travel.
know.
I thought it would be easier
Yeah,
for
I
you.
know. Well, I was gonna say the pyramids, but that's in
That's
Africa.
not Europe.
Oh my word, Colosseum.
There you go. That's what I was thinking of.
The canals in Venice. Does that count? No.
Sure, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
You did it. That must be a minute timer. I feel like that's a minute.
Okay.
So how fun. All ages, I mean, it may be more difficult for younger ones, but you can work together as a team.
Yes.
And so I thought that was a fun one. It's called Can You Name 5? Again, available for circulation in the children's department.
Yeah, I like that we're building up our board
Oh my
game
gosh, if it's
collection.
okay, there's like 3 more that I want to
Oh, of
order.
course.
So with your
Yeah,
permission.
no, we are more than just books. That's what we
That-
say all the time.
That is
so.
true. So yeah, come on in and check out a board game. But you mentioned winter reading, and it's kind of funny because Rob and I are always kind of opposite, right? We're running ours currently. Our book, Winter Reading Club, runs for the whole month of January. So ours started just a few days ago on the 2nd, and it'll end on January 31st. So for ours, you simply have to come in and pick up a bookmark. You can get a whole sheet of them if you'd like. When you run out, you can always stop in to pick up more, or these are actually available to print from our website off of the Snow Much Fun page. Kids are going to color in a star for every 15 minutes that they read. When they have all 4 stars colored in, they've read 1 hour, and they can turn their bookmark in for a prize. We are giving away a telescope, a $50 Amazon gift card, a really cool moon nightlight, a stuffed animal and book basket. What are our other 2? Oh, an experience. You can come and TP the library.
Oh, we had a debate about this.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Should
think
we
it's
or
great.
shouldn't we? But yeah, the lucky winner of that one will get to come in after hours, bring 3 or 4 of his family members or friends, and you just get to TP the library or the children's department anyway. And so yeah, something different, something fun.
Oh, I think it'd be great. And as a kid, I would have loved to have done
Yeah.
that.
So that's one prize that we're making available, and then the other one is. I can't recall it at the moment, but a lot of them tie into our theme, which is be a star reader. And the culminating event for us is the Starry Messenger. So if you do, there's no official registration. You can just pick up your bookmarks and start participating. But if you want to come to the celebratory event at the end of the month, then you do need to register for that. It's called the Starry Messenger. And we have a gal coming who is really talented in just different things. She does sort of like some circus tricks. She's a really good juggler, but her show revolves around constellations. So you're learning about space at the same time. So it's a really different show for us, and it'll be quite fascinating, I think, for all ages. So participate in winter reading, come to the Starry Messenger on Saturday, January 28th. And yeah, come have a good time with us. It's January 28th at 1 p.m. And that's for all ages. I mean, anybody can participate in winter reading from birth through teen. That performance in particular will probably be most appropriate for elementary age kids, like K through 6. But again, all are welcome. So that's our winter reading. And then, you know, all of our story times and our programs are up and running. We have a preschool class coming up entitled Shape Up. It's on Monday, January 23rd at 10 a.m. Miss Nancy's just going to be reading books and talking all about shapes and comparing how they are alike and how they are different. And says, join us for this fun-filled preschool story time all about shapes. That's ages 3 to 6 with a caregiver. Family programs I want to mention because we have a few of these. Family yoga, Miss Megan's doing that once a month, and our next one is scheduled for January 21st. It's at 10 a.m. And you can bring your own yoga mat if you have one, but you can certainly just bring a large bath towel or a beach towel. That works just as well. And it's a great way to keep moving and keep healthy and fit even during these winter months when you maybe can't, although with the weather we've been having lately, we can. But oftentimes in the winter you don't get out as much. This is a great way to keep fit, and it's fun for the whole family. So join us for family yoga. And also we have International Bingo. This isn't until next month, but I want to give a little preview. We're doing an intergenerational, not international, sorry, intergenerational bingo, Saturday, February 11th at 3 p.m. So all families are invited. Carla's going to kind of cross-promote this with her group, so all seniors are welcome, and it's just a wonderful time to be together and play good old-fashioned game of bingo. Prizes and refreshments will be served. For our elementary friends, we have a Pokemon class coming up Saturday, February 4th. Stop in anytime between 11 and 3 and take part in this kind of like passive program. It's not like you can come in anytime during those hours. It says, do you have what it takes to be a Pokemon trainer? Drop in anytime between 11 and 3 to take part in a library-wide scavenger hunt.
No, I've told you this before. Right.
About Pokemon?
My stepson, who will be 29.
Oh yeah, is still into Pokemon.
In like 3 weeks.
Well, I know an adult who's really into it too.
Still plays. Like he and his friends will get together.
And that's okay.
And of course, you know, they have a beer or two while they're sitting around the table. But they play, and they even like make up their own, I don't know, quests or cards or, you know, what this one can do.
Yeah,
so
that's great. Yeah, Miss Nancy is doing this program, but she also has design your own creatures and cards and play Pokemon games. So if you're a Pokemon fan, you don't want to miss out on Saturday, February 4th. A lot of good stuff happening. Miss Megan is running Math Lab, which I think is extremely important, and it didn't take off right away, but we do now have students who are registering, and it makes me so happy because this is a free resource. You know, whether you're really strong in math or you've always struggled in math, I think just knowing that extra help is available is really important. So she's offering Math Lab on Thursdays this month and next. So it's this month it's January 12th and 26th, and she has slots that you can register for between the hours of 5:30 and 7:30. Okay, so you can register for a half an hour time slot. Yeah, math was never my strong suit either. For Megan, it's a breeze. So she is able to tutor 5th and 6th grade regular math, pre-algebra, algebra, geometry, and on up. So whatever you're struggling with, or you just want to stay up with, right, and just kind of maybe work ahead, she can help you. So take advantage of this.
Or if you like to just, play math games too.
Sure.
Like I used to like to do equations, chemical equations.
Oh, I was saying, you just said math wasn't your thing, but you like to sit there and do equations.
Yeah, chemistry. Because they're balanced.
Different.
They made sense. Anyway, I still don't understand if it's an imaginary number, how does it, you represent it with I, what does it mean? I still don't get it. I'm going to have to go talk to Miss Megan.
She might be able to explain it to you, yes. But take advantage of this, please, January 12th and 26th, and then February 9th and 23rd. Again, 5:30 to 7:30. You can call us to sign up for this one, and we'll get you in for one of those half-hour time slots. And then for teens, we have Magic the Gathering. We have Dungeons and Dragons, which is an ongoing group. If you're interested in that, please reach out. You might not see that on the website this time, but it's an ongoing group, and we're always taking new members. So we have that. And then we also have Magic the Gathering, which I don't know too much
I
about
don't know
this.
anything about it.
Yeah, but you can bring your own deck and your own mat. I guess there's a mat, like a playing mat, that goes along with it. Bring your deck, bring your mat, and just come play with friends. Or, you know, if you already have friends who play, just invite them to come and just start a group here. We'll provide some snacks and we'll provide the space, and you can just kind of play all afternoon, just kind of hang out. So that's Magic the Gathering. And then we have Cupcake Wars for teens too. I know you sometimes like to be a judge, so if you're available, Wednesday, February 15th at 6 p.m., you'll be given a pantry of ingredients and a limited amount of time to turn cupcakes into a themed design to impress the judges, right? So it might be like a book. Somebody, I remember last time did, I think you were there too, like a Harry Potter cupcake. They just took their favorite book and they designed the cupcake. But we may give you another category as well. So that's fun. If you like to bake and you like to decorate, check out that class. So I feel like that was a lot, right? And those are just a few, though, of what we're offering. So pick up a flyer. Our programs are running this month and next. And then our new flyer for spring will be out in the next by mid-February, in the next couple of weeks. And that will include programs from March all the way till the end of May.
Okay. Yeah, and the Chronicles, our stuff will be out in the Chronicles. One thing I forgot to mention is the new movie Tuesdays has started back again.
Oh, yes.
So Rob shows a new movie Tuesdays at 10:30 in the Fireplace Room. And I know January 10th is Tar, which is Cate Blanchett.
Oh, okay.
She's a famous conductor.
I haven't heard of the movie, but
there's not a lot of movies, honestly.
We watched the other night a very bizarre, but I kind of liked it. It was on HBO. Did you see The Menu?
I have not.
Did you see the previews for The Menu?
I have not.
Okay, it was kind of disturbing in a lot of ways. A very bizarre movie, but I feel like you might like it too. So that's one to check out. But
yeah, with Netflix and all the streaming channels, it seems that there's fewer blockbuster movies.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But I'm trying to watch, I have on my list of must-watch, Derry Girls, Derry, from like County Derry, Ireland.
Oh, okay.
That's a Netflix. Lorraine Mazansky from South Park Theater said that I would like that. So
okay.
I've been watching reruns.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I have a long list too, and it's so hard to keep up with, like especially series. That's why I kind of enjoy just watching one-time movies. Yeah, instead.
Same with reading. I'm tired of reading trilogies and series.
Yeah, because you really used to enjoy series.
I did, and now I'm like, I'm so over it. I want, like a 2-hour movie or, a 20-chapter book. I don't want to commit the next 6 years of my life to waiting for the next installment.
Yeah, understandable. Well, as always, thank you for joining us. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything that we talked about on today's show, you know what to do. Go ahead and give us a call.
Visit our fabulous website.
Or better yet, stop in and see us in person. Take care. Happy New Year once again, and we'll see you next month.